Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for another Market Monday. This is the second kit that I have today, and this is a sticky kit. Everything in this kit I believe is double-sided sticky, and this is one of my favorite things. It's one of my best-selling kits too, because I think everybody loves the double-sided sticky. So there's a few different things in here, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff you can do with them. But we have 4 of these large double-sided circles, and I have one specific thing that I do with those all the time, and I really love them. Then we have a couple of bags of double-sided sticky circles, and these are, trying to find a ruler here. Let's see. These are about 1.75 inches across. The large ones are about 5 inches, and these are about 1/4 inch thick. These are just thin, and these are white inside. And then we have these circles that are about between 3.5 and 3 3/4. So we have a stack of those. A nice amount of those. And then we have a few of these. This is the first time I've seen these square. So there's 6 of these. And these are, again, obviously double-sided sticky, but these have kind of an outside frame. They have little circles in the corners, and then you've got the square here. So you've got the different parts to this, and then there is also these rectangles. These I've gotten before, and let's see, what do we have here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. There's 10 of these, and these ones again have the outside frame, the inside rectangle, and then the 4 little circles in the corners, and all of that is double-sided. And then we have 2 3 4 5 6, looks like 8 of these rectangles that are, they are about 5 by 3 3/4, and these are white inside double-sided sticky. These are gray, the large circles, and these circles, I believe that these are black. Yep, these are black, and the large circles are black. We have these small double-sided circles, and they're approximately 1 inch. And so there's a couple of bags of those. And then we have this rectangle, which is gray inside. It's kind of has rounded edges on the 2 sides. And that one is approximately 4 by 3.5. So that is, and there's this many of those. So that is what's in this double-sided sticky kit. And then to show you what I do with some of these different things, let's kind of get this put back together here. And now this is a sample board that I have for when I go to the farmer's market, because I do sell little bags of each of these different things at the farmer's market. But so I'm just going to kind of show you some of the different things that I do with those. Now, this is one of the double-sided stickies, and here I just chopped up different pieces of fun foam and then just stuck them on the sticky. And then on the other side, I stuck it to a nice heavy piece of chipboard, and that makes a stamp like this. So let's see then, what else do we have here? This one is the double-sided sticky, the circles, and I use those all the time to make Christmas cards or to make little Christmas decorations, because they work great for that. I just love them for that. And then we have, this is one of the rectangles. This is the frame around that rectangle, and the 4 little corner circles. And so, you know, you can use this just as a frame like this. And then what I do is I put eyeshadow on this sticky side, so that now it's no longer sticky, and it gives it a pretty shimmery look. And then these are also eyeshadows, some silver eyeshadow, some gold eyeshadow, and then I just press down in the center of that little circle and makes them look like little screw heads. And then this was the outside edge of this, and I use this. I put this on a small Dollar Tree notebook, and went ahead and used again the eyeshadow on there to color that. And then I did not remove the plastic off of the little corner circles, so they're just still silver because they still have the plastic coating on them. I could take that off and cover that with a different color, and then it would be that color right there. And I'll show you how I do the stitching on that. This is the outside edge of one of these, and so I put it on a piece of paper, dumped a whole bunch of stuff in there, and then put a piece of packaging acetate on top, and can use that on the front of a birthday card or something like that. This is just one of the gray circular, or not, the gray rectangles, and I just die cut it with a die cutting machine. I left the edge on there just so you could kind of see that, and then you could peel that off if you want and cover it, or you just take that right out of the middle and stick it on a card or whatever. And that's the great thing about the double-sided sticky. Leave the wrapper on it, and your Biggs dies, you know, your heavy steel roll dies, will cut through those and make some really nice shapes for those too. So I'm going to stick you back on the tripod real quick and just kind of show you how I do a couple of these things. But those are just some of the things. Those are things that just, when I was doing this board, those are things I thought of. And some of them are just things I do all the time anyways with my double-sided sticky, because I really love to use that. So this is one of the decorative pieces that I do for the craft fairs at Christmas. And these are some of the different size circles. The red one, and then these ones, and then these are the smaller ones. Excuse me. And so the way that I do these is I'll like peel up the backing, or even peel it off completely. And then what I'll do is I'll cut a wavy line and put that piece back on there. Cut a wavy line and put this piece back on there, leaving the middle part off. And then I will put glitter on the middle. Then I'll take off the top piece and put glitter. Take off the bottom piece and put glitter. And that's how you get this design here. With this one, I just cut it in half so that I got half and half. And with this one, I'm going to try something like this with just the little dot. So for that one, I just used my hole punch. I took off the protective cover, and I'm just going to just kind of randomly punch some holes in here. And then what I want to do is I want to kind of put one there. I don't want to rip that because I don't want to, I want it to be a circle when I put the glitter on it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that off. There we go. Because had I ripped it off, then it would have had, it's not going to be quite round, but that's okay with me. Now I've left kind of an area here because what I want to do is I want to offset it also. So I'm going to kind of offset it a bit like this. And so now, and then I want to press it down. So I'm going to take a piece of, let me find a piece here. Here's a piece. Here's a piece of something that I've already used. I just want to press that down really well so that the glitter doesn't get underneath of it. And there we go. I'm going to have the holes, and I'm going to have this kind of crescent shape over here. And let's see. And that's just plain old glitter. These are just really super cheap glitters I got a long time ago. And then we'll use this color. And I need a piece of paper. Whenever you're using glitter, if you put a folded piece of paper underneath it, I'm sure you've seen that a million times. But that really saves you from having as much of a mess. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. And just put it over in all of these, where all the little circles are, press down on it. over here. Like that, and then bring it over here to the edge. Press it down. There we go. We'll see how this one looks. I haven't tried this pattern before, but when I punched the hole in the middle of that one, that was the first time I'd done that also. I thought this would be cute. So I'm going to go ahead and shake off the glitter and then just use a paintbrush to kind of brush off the excess. You might as well brush right over it, because if you have a bald spot or something, you want to see that. Because, you know, you want it to be pretty much what's on there. You want to be solid, I guess, or, you know, really stuck. So that way you'll know if you got it pressed down enough. And then I'm going to just take this, put it back in my glitter container. All right. And then I have to decide what color I want to go with that. And I think maybe, I hadn't thought that through. I really wasn't thinking of what colors I wanted. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's see what it looks like so far. And then I think I'll do like a clearish, just, no, that would be too white. So let's do, oh, what color? Come on, Amy. I don't want gold. There's gold up there. Let's do blue. I don't have any blue on here yet. Might be too dark, but nothing I can do about that if it is. Whoops. All right. I'm just making a mess. And so just press that over. Now, where you've got the orange already, it shouldn't stick because you've already got all the sticky covered up there with the orange. So just press it down. I don't really rub on it. I just pat it. And take my brush and brush off the excess. And I like that. I think that looks really cool. It kind of looks a little bit like a moon and stars. If I should have done that like in the cleary color instead of the rust, that would have been really pretty. I'm going to do that next. So that's just one thing you can do. Works great for, and just put it on a block or even on a chipboard or something. I also use the large ones on a square chipboard. Do the same thing with the little, just a silver pen is all I do the marks with. And a lot of times too with the larger ones, I'll take a real ornament cap that goes on top, like this piece here, and I'll just take it, and because they're so thin, you can use your wire cutters and cut them in half so that half of it will sit on there. And then I'll use the other half on another one. And then I decorate these the same way. And then, you know, put Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. And like on this one, I left enough space here to put a holiday greeting. And so that's what I do with a lot of the round ones. I also use them to make stamps. I use so much of this recycle stuff to make stamps because I love my own unique stamps. And it just gives you a different, I'll set that down there and clean that all up later. It just gives you something different than anyone else has. So I don't know if you can see this one here, but this is one of the stamps that I made with one of the round ones. And again, with fun foam, I just cut it and put it on there, and I really love these. I've got a few different ones of those where I do the little pieces, and I think that's very cool. Now, the way to put the marks in the book is I just use one of these rollers. It's like a pattern maker or something like that for sewing, and it looks like this, but this works really great. Leave your plastic right on there. Just decide where you want to put your marks. Well, that's not working very well. I guess I normally pull it towards me. Don't push it away from you. That doesn't work very well. And then you just go ahead and make your marks wherever you think you want them. Kind of make it look a little bit like patchwork. And maybe come all the way across on this one. Now for the books, I usually remove this first before I even do that. And then you just go ahead and you take off your plastic and you just use your eyeshadow, or you could even use glitter. If you wanted, you could just take this off and cut it where you've made your marks. Normally when I use the eyeshadow, I take it off completely and I just put eyeshadow in that square and put eyeshadow in that square, just trying not to go over too much. And you know, it doesn't really make any difference. With the glitter kind of goes everywhere, so I think I would cut it if I was going to put glitter on it. So, and then when I'm done with all of the eyeshadow on there for a booklet like the one I showed you, I spray it with any clear spray that you have. You know, I use like Krylon, I use Rust-Oleum, I use a lacquer. I'm not sure, I think that might be from Rust-Oleum too, but any clear spray, when I do the eyeshadow on something that's going to be carried around like a book, I go ahead and spray that with a clear spray to make sure that it doesn't rub off. So I think that that's kind of the different things I wanted to show you how I make them. But, oh, and then here's just glitter everywhere. And then this is how I do the little stamps like this one, or like the larger one that I showed you. I just take a piece of fun foam and I just cut it. I don't really even try and think of a pattern. Now, you really should mark your fun foam so you know what's the top, so you're getting it the right way. But, and then I just take it and I just put it on there and stick it down. This one, maybe I'll want to kind of curl it a little bit. And I keep this because sometimes I like to make them really intricate. So sometimes I don't do it all at once. I'll do some of it and then I go off to do something else. So then I just take this and I put it back down a little bit like that. It also gives me something to use to press that down without, you know, getting my fingers stuck. So, and then, you know, you can just, with all the little triangles, I just go ahead and I just cut a piece like this, and then you just cut little triangles. They don't need to be the same size. And you just, you know, go like that. And then when you get a bunch of them, you can use tweezers, you can use a pickup tool, you can just use your own hands, and you just take them and just kind of decide that's where I want it. And then just stick it on there. And then when you're done, you'll get to stamp it and see what it looks like, because you never really know until you stamp it. And I've never had one that I haven't been impressed with. I love them. So those are the different things that you can make with the double-sided recycle sticky. And of course, your imagination is the limit to what you can do with these. These are just things that I do with them. And a lot of times, once I find something I love, like I love doing the Christmas ornaments, I usually wind up doing a lot of them. So sometimes I don't let my imagination roam as much once I figure out what to do. And I do like to make shaker cards with the outside edge of this, because I think that that's just really a fun thing to do also. So, but this is the kit. The kit is $20. I will put my email below. Just send me an email. The $20 does include the shipping. And I have 5 kits, so the first 5 people that email that they want them, I will let you know. And as soon as you pay, I will ship them out on Thursday of next week. So Thursdays are the days that I go to town, so that's the day that I send them out. Or not next week, Thursday of this week. And so just let me know if you're interested. And it's PayPal payments, United States only, just because I can't, you know, include the shipping on anything that's overseas. And the shipping is quite expensive, especially with these, because this is quite heavy. So USA only, PayPal, friends and family if you don't mind, because then I don't get charged by PayPal. The shipping is almost $10. And so, you know, that kind of eats up quite a bit of it right there. And so if I don't have to pay the PayPal fee, that helps, but that's totally up to you. You do it however you would like to. So thank you very much for watching. Again, if you're interested, the email will be below. Send me an email, and I don't take any of the comments here on YouTube because they don't come in order, and on the email it does come in order and has a timestamp. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.